Alright. No, I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. You know, provided that, you know, it's not too terribly loud. Okay, hold on. Just gotta move around a couple things as per usual. Howdy, Fuyak, how you doing? Oh, come on. No, it doesn't want to do that. Hang on. Thought I figured this out, but I guess it didn't. Oh, I kind of wanted to be a butt, huh? Okay, I think I got it. Alright, hello. Howdy, everybody. How are we doing? Hello. Hello. Here, let me wave slower. I don't want it to be like crazy on your freaking eyes right now. I don't want to do anything insane. If my voice sounds a little bit off, it's been a little bit of a rough week. I've had a lot of trouble sleeping lately, and my voice is just generally kind of tired. But luckily today's not really much of a talking day. It's more of like an art day. So, hip hip hooray. Alright, so I got a couple things on the docket today. So I did ask around my Discord server, and I did ask around on YouTube, and I was like, hey, what art projects do you want me to work on? And on YouTube, they were like, Hunter's comic pages, and on Discord, it was like, Poppy's seasonal drawing piece, so that's what I'm going to be working on today. So I have this little seasonal piece that I'm working on. I'm like kind of hoping to do something where I make, a seasonal piece for like every season or every holiday or month of the year or something like that. I haven't fully decided yet, but I've decided to start it off with a Happy New Year, and I haven't done this in a little bit, so I'm just going to be doing that at some point. But I also am doing something else a little bit special too. So basically, I have an entire book here that is full of comic pages. These are like old comic pages. We're talking like 2013, 2014 old. Not these. The profile pages are new. But like, some of those are new too. But like, you know, wow. Okay. I need to move around some things. But like all of these pages that have been kicking around since like, you know, 20 whatever. I'm basically gonna be redrawing the entire first chapter, which goes from page 17 to page 88. So I'm gonna be drawing like all 72 pages of the first chapter. It's gonna take me a while, but I'm gonna start doing that pretty soon now. Now the thing with the new Hunters pages, is that it is I'm essentially like I have to keep everything limited to the 72 pages because that's just going to be easiest for me. So I'm keeping everything to the 72 pages. Move that a little bit. There we go. Moving everything to the 72 pages. I had to rework basically all of the panels and all the dialogue. I don't have a rough draft of any of them yet, but I do have like a script that's basically laid out. So yeah. Actually, hold up. I think I might need to do it from this way. So yeah, so you're kind of going to get to see the inner workings of my process of drawing comic pages, which I think I've shown kind of once before, maybe twice. But my method has definitely changed in recent months. I actually have a 5 and 21. I actually have a solid process for how I draw and design these pages now. Trying to think. Sorry. Sorry, sometimes I get really focused when wait. I fricked up. How did I forget? What did I forget? Oh, it's 19.5. Oops. Okay, yeah, I see how I fricked up now. So yeah. My process has changed drastically in the last like year or so when it comes to drawing these comic pages. Not even a year, more like 6 months maybe. But I've got a very specific way that I'm kind of doing this now, in which I'm drawing, you know, the I'm drawing this, you know, this initial draft where it's like just a basic idea of maybe what shapes the panels are going to take, and then what poses the characters are going to be in, roughly speaking. And that's basically what like the rough draft looks like. What I'm starting to work on now is the final draft. So basically I'm going to be finalizing the shapes and lines and designs of the panels, and then doing the same thing with the characters afterwards. But even then, the panels and the character poses and locations themselves are not necessarily set in stone. I can actually edit that with the next step of the process, which is going to be the penned outline. I'm probably not going to get to that with any of these pages, but I at the very least wanted to get started on a lot of these outlines, because I'd say that's probably one of the trickiest parts of redrawing all of these comic pages. When I already have an existing story, when I already have like all the existing panels and stuff, is that trying to make sure that everything fits accordingly and trying to make sure that I arrange things accordingly is probably one of the toughest parts of the whole process. It's not a part I don't dislike, but it's certainly not easy. I think 13.5, got it. If anything, I'd say my least favorite part about drawing these comic pages are the backgrounds, which is essentially like the final step of the process of any comic page. It's the freaking backgrounds, because so many of them have to like line up because a lot of characters tend to be like, you know, pretty stationary or in near the same environments between panel to panel. So that did not line up the way I wanted it to. It sometimes happens, but luckily, it's gonna bother me if I don't fix it. Because I actually started doing something earlier this year, I believe it was, where was it earlier this year? Or was it even last year at this point? It may have been last year, where I started doing something different with the pages, where that's better. Where the panel outlines and the dialogue and text and stuff is all done digitally now. So like the panels, the original art, the panels themselves, that's all still going to be traditional. But a lot of like the final, I can't really say effects because even that's not fully right. Okay, let me try from the edge. I'm trying not to lean too far forward because I don't want to be like, oh hey, here's my head in the way, because I definitely have a habit of doing that sometimes. Well, on stream anyways. It makes it kind of easier for me. Okay, 9.5 and 10, got it. So I like to be very particular with my measurements. I like to use centimeters because it's much easier to use. Metric system is superior, by the way. Vastly superior. I hate the imperial system. But between the edge of the page and the closest edge of every one of the comic panels is going to be 8 centimeters, and between each of the panels themselves, except in special circumstances, which isn't often, is 5 centimeters. And I typically like to keep it around, like, you know, the 0 or half mark with each of the centimeters. Oh wait, did I say centimeter? I meant to say millimeters. 8 millimeters here on the outside border, and then 5 millimeters between the panels themselves. Holy moly, I can't believe I fricked that up. So yeah, I like to keep it to the centimeter, half centimeter mark for the most part. When it comes to, like, you know, figuring out distances from, like, the edges. And this is where it's actually nice, where it's you know, this metric use freedom units. Oh man. Now, ever since college especially, metric system has been my friend. We used nothing but the metric system in my college classes. My chemistry and my physics and forensics classes. 8. That's what I want. But now what's kind of nice about having the distances be a little bit different is that it gives me more flexibility to come up with distances between for the panels themselves. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me in the moment, so. Alright. I saw that Jacksepticeye finally put on his channel that he'll be live for Thankmas tomorrow. I think what he's doing is kind of an all-day thing too. At least I know I'm pretty sure it's got to be 8 to 12 hours or something like that. I haven't looked that closely into it. Now see, with these kinds of panels, I actually don't care as much if it's like 0 or half of a centimeter away from a border of some kind, because that doesn't actually matter all that much. As long as each of these panels themselves are like 5 millimeters apart. Keep doing that, I swear to goodness. Actually, I wonder if I should do it from the corner instead. I don't often do it from the corner, but this may actually be a decent time to do so. Sweet. Anyways, how's everybody doing today otherwise? I know I've been talking for a little bit, and honestly, I probably shouldn't be talking. I probably shouldn't be talking too much, you know. Again, it's been an iffy past couple of days for me. I can only imagine all the talking I did for the previous Thankmas stream, back on Sunday. Seriously, that was like almost 9.5 hours. That was kind of ridiculous. I don't usually do those long of streams. Alright. Here we go. Ba-da-bum. I don't really have to be too specific or particular with with erasing these. It just makes it a little bit easier for once I translate this to the sketchbook paper, because that is something that I have changed up a little bit quite a while back, is that I do rough drafts on just the regular printer paper, but I do final drafts on sketch paper. Oh, you're doing online trainings. Oh, that's fun. Fun. Sorry, I had to take a drink of water. Alright. Looks like we've got... I just want to check something. We've got 800 for the Thankmas campaign, most of which came from... well, all of which, at the moment, came from Sunday. Most of it was pretty large donations, especially from friends and family. Even for me, too. Even I gave, like, 100 or something like that. Mostly as punishment. Because I laughed during a Try Not to Laugh challenge. Ah, good times. I apologize if I'm clearing my throat a little bit. Here, let me try muting myself a bit. Okay, that's a smidge better. Sorry about that. I've been having throat clearing issues for a little bit now. And by a little bit, I don't mean like a few days. I mean like, months. I probably should go to a doctor once I can find one, since, insurance stuff, renewed/changed whatever recently, so. Hold up. I gotta do it again. Hold on. Okay. I think I managed to get it this time. So yeah, online training. What kind of online training are you doing exactly? Is it like something for work, or it's like one of those random art ones that you're like, yeah, I feel like I should do this kind of thing. I know I've definitely done that on occasion, so. It's actually going to be a little bit weird drawing Larouk again, because for the most part, I've actually been drawing her when she's when she's not quite as thin. You know, being throughout a fair portion of chapter 3. So it'll be interesting to draw her in her a sort of original, very, very thin form. Let's see. It's not quite right. Hang on. There's always a trial and error, especially with the eyes. Did you hear about the goldfish that went bankrupt? Now he is a bronze fish. Oh, good lord. Sounds like one of those, awful dad jokes. Maybe it is. I don't freaking know, man. I gotta say, my expressions have most definitely changed significantly in recent years. It's Might actually pull out the page I'm trying to like recreate here. Oh, I see. I gotta see what happened here. So funny enough, I already have the drafts for the previous pages. Let's see. Because 3 of them are actually I've already completed. And then, admittedly, that was a little bit ago. Okay, so I actually have to bring in some of these. I know how to rearrange them later. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, I'm sorry. That was much louder than anticipated. Okay, so we've got like 21. What? That's not right. Okay, I think I misunderstood. So this is supposed to be 22. Because oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh, I think I realized I already fricked up a little bit. Oh, scheisse. Because I think I drafted these a while ago. But then when I was starting to draft this page, I misunderstood what 21 was. No, wait, well, no. Interesting. You know, in a weird, so this no, you know what? No, that's okay. That's okay. This is okay. Because so I've got this page, and then this one is essentially replacing 21. But this is where things start to deviate a little bit. So I've got this, I've got 21, the original 21, and then I've got the new one where there's actually a consequence to her running, hence why she stops. But she's already facing, I'll have to fix her nose. She's already facing the left, so I think I'll do is I'll continue working on this, except what I'm probably gonna do is when I'm actually outlining this, because I use a light table in order to like sort of trace between the final draft and the penned outline. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to flip this panel over. I'm going to leave these 3 alone, definitely these 2, because the shape of these would be whack otherwise. But I'm going to flip these 3. Like, I'm still going to work on them, but I'm just going to flip them around. And then I think I should be good. Yeah, this is where things start to deviate a little bit, because theoretically this is supposed to be 22, but I'm starting to slow down with some of the actions here. That's in part because there's a lot of dialogue less than 10 pages from now that I'm scrapping entirely / moving towards later on in the chapter. So I have the room to be able to slow things down for just a moment here. Okay. Okay. I'm with it now. I know exactly what's happening. I'm no longer confused. Sorry, hold up. I need to clear my throat again. Mute. Alright. Here's hoping that water helps. Okay. Alright. But yeah, I mean, that's another, seriously, look, that's another thing too. Like, look at how bland and stale some of these, like, you know, expressions are. Like, they're not good. Like, they're just not good. and then you start to contrast that with, like, you know, recent pages that I've made, and it's just a whole different thing. Not to mention the proportions are completely different too. Like, I'm actually giving I'll have to adjust her neck later, but I'm actually giving these characters, like, solid proportions now, especially around their necks. I never used to do that. Ouch. My freaking throat, I swear to goodness. Wait a minute, I just realized I have these other 2 pages that I haven't even worked out the fuck. I feel silly. I'm working on the final draft for 22. The final drafts for 20 and 21 haven't even been completed yet. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I know exactly what's going on in each of these pages, so let's switch it up a little. Let's grab another piece of paper and start working on the rough draft for 23. Oh, frick, man. Oh, that's just insane, dude. All right, here we go. 8 centimeters. Millimeter. I did it again. I don't know why I keep confusing centimeters and millimeters right now. I really shouldn't. It's kind of a dumb on my part. People just keep jumping in and out of the stream, or is it like bugging out for people? Like, do people have to keep having to refresh or something like that? Because it says I have an excellent connection. I just want to make sure that there's nothing technically wrong on my end here. Hold on. I'm just gonna move the mic back just a little bit. I don't want to ram my head into it accidentally. Okay. Yeah, this part is always not the most interesting. It can sometimes be a little bit boring, but this is, I mean, it's very important what I'm doing right here. I have to make sure that the measurements are right, because then that makes it much easier for me down the road. If you think about it, I'd say a good, like, 10 to 15% of actually drawing the comic pages is all, like, technical stuff. It's all technical, trying to, you know, figure out the right poses, proportions, dimensions of everything. You know, experimenting and redrawing entire sections because you fricked up somewhere. Only in my case, it's more frustrating because I'm traditional. Like, with digital, it's relatively easy to, I mean, from what I understand at least, like, it's not too terribly difficult to, like, rearrange something or to delete something or something like that. But for me, no, I have to straight up redraw it every time if I forgot. It's actually part of the reason why I don't redraw too often, and part of the reason why I have the type of process that I do. You know, I want to take it one little step at a time to make sure that I've got everything right and that I redraw as little as possible. Because again, from a traditional standpoint, when you're traditionally drawing a comic, that's annoying to have to, like, redraw stuff. It's not like you can just do a Control-Z like you can with digital. Nope. That's not how that works here. Right. I've got 20, 21, and 22. So this was going to be 23. Now I'm gonna look at my handy dandy document real quick, because again, I have all of the pages, all of the chapter 1 pages planned out, from number of panels to dialogue to what's happening in the scene. All I need to do is just arrange everything properly and draw it, you know. Wait. Hold up a minute. What? Hold on. Hold on. What's happening here? My document doesn't match up with this. Oh, that's not good. Just as I was saying that I've got everything planned out for all of these panels, I come to see that there's an inherent issue. Oh, I may be a page behind and I may need to rework the entire first chapter. Oh, shit. Oh, hang on. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think, man. Okay. I really don't want to have to draw these things. Oh, fudge on a fudgesicle. I already cucked myself without realizing it. Cool. Okay, trying to think how I want to do this, because again, this could kind of be a problem. Like, it's not impossible for me to rework all of these pages, but it would just be a lengthy process. I'm just trying to think. Wait, did I? Okay, yeah. Okay. Let me think about this. Yeah, things are already okay, based on the document that I have, things are already shifted by a whole page. If it was just a panel or two, that'd be one thing, but no, it's kind of an entire page. You know what? That's fine. It is what it is. I don't want to have to rework all of this hard work. So I'm just going to rework the whole chapter. Not right now. I'm sort of going to rework it in my head as I go. And then rework it actually after the stream concludes. Okay. So first, let's see. Okay. All right. I think I got a general idea of where I'm trying to go with this. Okay. I think I'm with it. I'm with it. A little small. Hold on. Fixing. It's better-ish. Wait, I just realized I kind of hid the chat. I'll make sure I have access to it at least. Hi, Professor Deleith. I could just say Deleith. How you doing? How you doing? How's everybody doing? If you don't feel like chatting, that's completely fine. Just be prepared for largely silence. Again, I've been having some throat issues. I have not been sleeping very well lately, so I'm just kind of don't exactly have the most energy today, especially. I need to make the second panel a little bit bigger. Let me think. Wait, hold up. Can you? I don't even see this very well. Hold up. Let me see if I can adjust properties of this real quick. Ooh. Actually helps to lower the contrast a bit. Makes my hand look a bit weird, but that's okay. Let's see if I can up the sharpness. That actually helps a little bit. Sorry, just trying to adjust some things now. No, 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 no. There we go. That's... no, I don't really like that. Trying to make sure that you guys can see this, since again it is mostly like, you know, drafted stuff. But I think that's probably the best I can do at the moment. So yeah, all right, let's go with that. So, imagine it in my head. Nope, not quite. Alright. Wait, shoot, I forgot to... There we go. That's much better. shift the shapes and sizes and positions of these. Nice, so far so good. guess. How you doing? I'm doing kind of meh, you know? Turnout for this wasn't as hopeful as I expected. I mean, I also know that I've kind of been a little bit quiet, but you know, I've been focusing and just feeling a little bit tired, and throat kind of hurts a little bit. So you know, kind of meh overall, honestly. How about you? How are you doing? Good, relaxing and icing your leg before you head to bed. Oh, gotcha, nice. Did something happen to your leg, or? Brain bruise yesterday from you blacked out on the way home and fell. Oh no, that sucks. Well, at least it's just a sprain and a bruise, you know. Could have potentially been a lot worse, you know. So, I guess silver lining. Doesn't hurt yourself by something because doctors ordered. Well, yeah. Gotta listen to those doctors now. Didn't even know it was her. Yeah, honestly, that's fair. I remember, back when I was in college, I was biking to work because I didn't live too terribly far away from. Your roommate asked if you were okay because she saw the bruise in your leg last night when she got home. Oh, jeez. No, when I was in college, I didn't live too far from campus where I worked, so I just kind of biked there, and kind of a complex situation, but I was not at fault for this particular incident. All of a sudden, there was a car that was high pain tolerance. Here. All of a sudden, there was a car that was in front of my bike, and I couldn't brake in time. That looks wrong. That looks so wrong. I couldn't brake in time, and my wheel crashed into their front tire. It was like a sedan, and I still had so much momentum that I actually flipped over onto the hood of the car. Like my back flipped over onto the hood of the car. It was kind of crazy, but you know, I didn't do much about it, and just kept on biking till I went to work. Noticed that I'm like, oh no, I definitely got some bruises and stuff. Yeah, my entire body was like sore all over for days from that impact. I didn't feel it initially for the longest time. I didn't even notice it really. In hindsight, I really should have like gotten their information. You got ran over once. That's a funny thing. I technically didn't get ran over, but was pretty damn close to it. That's as close to running over as I've gotten, but no, actually getting run over, no, that's... Was it by like a car or like a bike or like an ATV or something? Oh, you're driving a motorcycle. Okay, got it. Oh, fun times. All the fun times. Oh, ads? Okay, well, I guess, I think they're automatically placed, now that I think about it. Because I'm not doing shit. Oh, geez, it was a truck that hit you while you were on a motorcycle? Yowzers. Hope you didn't get hurt too bad from that. That sounds, you know, funny enough, it was a truck what hit me. You know what? I read that as totally normal. Like, what or that? No, both kind of work. For small as it is, your guess is they didn't see. Yeah, I mean, they kind of never do, you know. Just, you say that so casually, just a broken arm. You learned that day, never ride without a group. But oh, yeah, that's fair, honestly. That's fair. Didn't know it was broken until you got to the hospital. Oh, jeez, you must have a serious pain tolerance. Not easy for people to walk away with a broken arm and not realize they have a broken arm, you know? Fun times. Fun times. Don't have a pain tolerance in general, you just don't feel pain. It's not like something like SEPA, is it? You got no clue, just born like this? What a thing to be born with. It's like, in some cases, it's probably nice, but in other cases, it's probably not good, you know? Kinda need pain to survive, you know? Kinda helps out when needing to fix blood sugar. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah. You're built different. Nice. Let's see. I'm gonna try to adjust my camera real quick. I keep pulling down. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's probably about as good as I can do, honestly. It's fine. Taught that pain is out, is our friend, not our enemy. Yeah, Ted does tell us we're still alive. Tells us to get the job done, make it home, make sure that, you know, we're aware if something's wrong. Well, I most certainly hope that, that your leg is feeling better and not doing badly like my back is. Unfortunately, I'm having some back issues, but the reason behind it is not nearly as interesting as yours. Speaking of blood sugar, you need to get another watch that helps with that, so your fiance can stop having to message you every 2 hours. Oh, that sounds like loads of fun. Yeah. Yeah, no, unfortunately the whole back issue thing is more of a temporary thing because of something dumb I did. Yeah, you do, but you don't. Yeah, yeah. I hear that. Hypoglycemia. Oh, it's hypoglycemia? Yeesh. No, I don't have that. But I definitely have family members who have that, because stuff like that kind of runs in the family. But, oh, fun times. Gotta keep food on you at all times, and even still, it's more drinks that you can intake while on your bike. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, your mom had it? Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that definitely can have some genetic components for sure. Been home for about 4 hours, maybe 5. I think leg is good on the ice now. Nice. Look. A little piece for my chair yet again. No worries, I knew exactly what you— oh, the ice hasn't even melted yet? Oh boy. Oops. I think I got what I need for that. Oh, you know, I'm feeling a little bit more tired than I expected. I might just switch over to the other project for a little bit and then probably call it not too long after. I don't know, I'm just feeling really tired and not super— okay, not super, but I guess I'm almost feeling like a little demotivated in general, you know? I mean, the whole Thankmas thing was definitely a part of it, but there's other things, you know? Wait, this is where I need my thing. Come on. Move the other one. Come on. No, it is this way. Just being a butt. There we go. Not sure if you can exactly see that. Alright, that's the brightest that thing can go. Probably get a bit of a slightly odd glare on the sides, but there's not a lot I can do about that. You can actually see that reasonably well. Oh, I think I was starting to color the otter itself. Alright. This is an interesting piece, because I don't typically do lineless very much. But you're gonna head to sleep now anyway. You have a good night. Definitely get some good sleep. Hope you feel— hope your leg is gonna be doing all right. Let's just— I don't overdo it. I don't typically do lineless stuff. This is most certainly not my area of expertise, but I was compelled to do so. Couldn't tell you why, so don't ask. And you can, but I'm gonna give you the exact same answer. I don't know. Wait, I just realized too, before I continue. Almost forgot the patterning. That would have been bad if I forgot that. Would have messed that up for sure. I don't think it'll affect this little area. I mean, a little bit, but not much. wonder how long I might even go with this, honestly. See if I can sharpen this just a smidge. Actually, that'd be a smarter idea. It's for me to use a different one. The outline of sorts. Okay, there we go. Okay. And hold on. I should use my pencil first. What does it even look like? Hang on. Let's see what's happening. Sorry, I have a pencil in my mouth. Okay, there we go. Okay, I need to sharpen this pencil a little more. It's better. The actual outline itself, gotta use a different color so I can still differentiate some things. Let's see if I can work with that for the time being. second. I need a sharper point for this. I forgot about that. This pencil's getting pretty small. Can't remember if I have a replacement for this or not. I may not. No, I might actually. this next. Somebody's moving up and about. Could be our dad. Could be my sister's partner. Here's probably what I want to do. Sharpen this one again. I realized I kind of made a mistake. It's so dark. I can only erase so much of it, but keep some of the original colors. Not the worst thing in the world. Can work with that. Now here's gonna be a slightly tricky part. Let me use this instead. Okay, I think I see what's happening here. Here we go. Remove a little bit. And let's do the inside of the mouth next. I can practically sharpen these. It's gotta be sharp for them to work the way I need them to. I might temporarily turn that off for now. So I got a little bit of work to do. And to make this look the way I need to. That's actually not the gray I wanted to use. It's good for a base, but I need something a little bit darker. That's the gray I use for Larouk. That's not the gray I use to darken up the inside of the mouths. This is the gray I use to do that. Let's finish it off with a little bit of light purple to smoothen. Did not have the effect I quite wanted it to, but hang on, I can adjust that. I'll go back to using this one. Hold on, a little too much color. I gotta go back. Oh, let me actually try. No. Don't do the black. Don't do the black. Just do the very dark gray. That will achieve the effect you want. You know this. You've done it before. Okay. Now blend into a smoother layer. Hang on. A little bit more of the dark gray. Maybe I will want to. Maybe I will use black. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm looking for. Let's do the eyes. Me too. I need to better define some of these lines right here. Better. So I'm probably gonna do. I need to sharpen that first. And I can use it. Not quite what I wanted, but I'll make it work. I don't need tan. I love the green. That's the color I've been using for Poppy's eyes for a while. quick. Nope. Roman donations. Right. Well, I've at least finished off Poppy, I mean, besides the sparklers. So, I'm just feeling tired and just a little generally demotivated, so I'm probably gonna head out. For all those who did join me, you know, thanks for helping me with Thankmas, for participating and, you know, enjoying some time with me. I hoped it would be a little more successful, but, you know, you win some, you lose some, so, yeah. I'm probably gonna head on out, so... So next video, guys, check you laters, which is probably gonna be Saturday, actually, now that I think about it, so...